So this video is an open letter to King Charles, and I know that I'm going to ruffle some feathers, but I couldn't help but think when I stumbled upon this news that this was some kind of satire, parody, exaggeration, or this was actually not happening. You know how is the internet nowadays. It says over 46,000 public bodies spurned offer of free King Charles portrait. They rejected a portrait of King Charles to be in permanent exhibition in public offices all over the UK. And I said, is this really a thing? You can really reject to have, the monarch? It's like, I think that it is a bit more complicated if you have to, tolerate the face of the monarch in your bills, right? In your money. But how is this possible? And it turns out that it was true. It's exclusive. Cabinet Office refusing FOI request to disclose exactly where the pictures did end up amid falling public support for monarchy. So it was real. It was in The Guardian. It was in GB News. Not that they don't lie sometimes, but this is real. And this must be a warning, a writing on the wall. This is not normal. This should not be happening, because there's a very good point here in which ministers hoped the king would be an unifying national symbol. That shouldn't be something that you hope for. That should be something that it is. The monarch of the UK should be in itself, like the concept of the monarch is an unifying symbol, whether it was Queen Elizabeth II the last time or right now King Charles III. It should be. It shouldn't be something that we hope that people feel like the monarch is like this. So that tells you the state of the monarchy and what is going on in many ways with this. And it's not good. And yeah, before you ask, no, it's not the blood red portrait that we yeah, I talk about this. No, it's not this one. It is this one. It was this portrait. I mean, and there's another thing. I saw some royalists and not so royalists on X saying that it is inadequate and unnecessary for a king to have so many, or monarchs to have so many portraits made in a year. And I don't know. It's I think you are giving artists something to something to do. So I didn't see anything wrong with more than one official portrait a year. So the rejection is what worries me, because it means that people are rejecting the image of the monarch. But when we go for the polls, it seems that this is from August. This is very recent. It's like 1 week ago. Prince William is still the most popular member of the royal family. Royal family favorability ratings. Prince William is number 1. Catherine, Princess of Wales, is number 2. Princess Anne is number 3. Royal family in general has a positive, view of 62. And King Charles is right below that index at 59-31. It's not that good, although I think it's even way more strange that Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, has 50, just 50 in a positive scale. So I'm gonna take this with a grain of salt and say that at least 62% of those who were asked the question still have a positive view of the royal family. That is nice. And when it comes to 2/3 of Britons say they want the UK to continue to have a monarchy, that is par for the course as well. I think this hasn't changed that much since 10 or 15 years ago. So it's not like the monarchy has a crisis. Having said that, I have a couple of things to say about two things that, we need to talk about. The first one is a video that I should be analyzing on my Body Language Guy channel. This has more to do with the body language. Maybe I will take a look at this body language, but I'm sure that you'll watch this. You know, the video in which King Charles praises Muslims, Islam, Ramadan.
Does not burden any soul with more than it can bear. We hope that you have a blessed and fulfilling Ramadan. Peace.
You have seen this video, right? You have seen this video. There's no need to repeat this. And I have one take about this. I see nothing wrong with this video in itself, because, well, it's something like you are celebrating something that is also part of people who are in the UK, who are citizens of the UK, who are Muslims, and they are celebrating something. So I think the video in itself is nothing to be, this is a huge outrage because Charles has gone full Islam. But the big problem is, you remember that King Charles is the head of the Church of England, right? Is when he was with this announcement about Easter Christianity, you know, what the Church of England is based on Christ. Christ is King, you know, remember that? And you remember that they published the love he showed when he walked the earth reflected the Jewish ethic of caring for the stranger and those in need, a deep human instinct echoed in Islam and other religious traditions and in the hearts of all who seek the good of others. There's a small problem in here. There's a small problem in here that there's like this short circuit in terms of religion that I don't think is making the king any favors. And the other thing that is not making him any favors is the way these morons like this guy, like Keir Starmer, are leading the country. And I know that the king has nothing to do with politics, but the problem is that if anybody, somebody, I don't know, if nobody does something about this, about what is going on with the invasion to the United Kingdom, if nobody actually acts upon this, the cultural heritage of the whole nation is being jeopardized, is in danger. The cultural scaffolding, everything that makes the UK is at stake because of this invasion. So my guess has been kind of like the same for some time, is that even if King Charles cannot intervene directly, maybe he can use indirect influence about some stuff that is happening in the UK, and maybe that way, things could change. And I don't mean that he's going to become more popular, because I think that that is not the more important issue in here. The more important issue in here is to, well, actually save the United Kingdom. And I couldn't think of a better figure to save the United Kingdom than, well, the king. So I know that I'm going to get all sorts of reactions of this. You know, I always welcome your comments. But this is something that worries me because, well, also the monarchy is at stake. Because if something is not done and soon about this, I don't know how to tell you this. I don't know how to put this in a way that is not super blunt. There will be no country and there will be no monarchy left if we are at this pace. And most likely, if we get to King William, you understand what I'm saying, most likely he's going to be the last monarch of the United Kingdom. And you're going to tell me, most likely you are bananas. Just keep talking about gossip. Keep stay in your lane. Maybe I don't know that much about the history of Britain. And yes, the monarchy has survived for hundreds of years. But this silent invasion, that is not a war, that is not an open confrontation, that is a destruction from within, that seems made by design by the government or the puppeteers. I don't know how a country can survive this. And that's why this is what I wanted to say in this video. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.